like they could sniff the ass of the lineman. Like the one guy is directly behind the tight end, and the other guy is directly behind the tackle. And that's like if it's 3rd and 1. So I call it a rhino pack. He put that in too on the goal line. So.
Last week, we were 3-1, only losing the pesky Eskin Stone Cold Mortal Lock.
I called that blowout in Chicago. I called it. I said they were going to kill the Bears, and the Cardinals did.
Only that my brother is not ever allowed to pick against the Eagles. Shitbag.
But you got it right.
I don't care. It's just fucking shitbag.
No, good job, Scott.
No, fuck you. No, that's
you know
not
what happened is for week 3, I was a cut hair away from picking against the Eagles again. I mean, I was right
That's
there.
bad voodoo, man. That's bad voodoo.
There, man.
Nope, good pick, Scott.
If that had been, that's a 2-point spread. If that had been, 2.5, 3, I would have been, probably at 3.5, I would have been all in. But the 2 points is what kept me away.
Well, you have more betting knowledge in your pinky than Brian has in his whole body.
Yeah. That was really enticing, tempting. When is Brian going to have the same vitriol against the current coach that he had against the Big Red Tomato?
He does.
That bastard. I still want him back. They still don't have a wide receiver touchdown? That fat bastard? They don't. It's 2 years. It's 2 years. They don't have a wide receiver touchdown.
20 straight games, I think it's been.
Yeah, it's an NFL record.
Receiver touchdown?
Kansas City does not have it's an NFL record. The longest team has ever gone without a wide receiver scoring a touchdown.
They haven't had one since somewhere towards the end of the 2013 season.
Oh, wait. Can I change my pick for this week?
What, Kansas City was your pick?
No, I said can I change it? Because I'm saying maybe I should pick against Kansas City.
That's a Monday night game. You can't pick that game according to your rules.
Yeah. Kansas City has a good defense, though. They have a good running game. They just don't throw the ball deep ever.
Well, that was another tempting pick for this week with the the Buccaneers, who haven't won a home game yet. Lovie Smith has not won a single home game. I think Andy Reid has at least won a game in Kansas, as you know.
Yes. Yes, they have.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. You know what? You guys, the Eagles might be as bad as Tampa Bay, so we might be in the same boat this year.
All right, so so currently big pick we're 7-1, only losing one pesky Stone Cold Mortal Lock. What was our loss again?
Tennessee, Cleveland.
They got their butts up by Cleveland.
Love train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're jumping off that bad boy.
Big O. Guaranteed week 3 NFL is Oakland plus 3.5 at Cleveland. Does Oakland not have Crabtree playing for them?
They do.
And Carr as a solid quarterback. I don't think they don't call him a franchise quarterback. Right?
I think they hope he will be.
Against I think the big B and the big D miss this opportunity where we always swoop in on quarterback controversies and do so well. Where you have a solid Carr, Crabtree combination, and benching of a #1 draft pick from the prior season from McGowan.
But Crabtree's not even their top receiver.
What?
Crabtree's not their top receiver.
I know,
So
this is my analysis, Dan. Please butt out. The benching of a McGowan that was down here in Tampa and laid an egg over their #1 draft pick from last season. Brian's old coach did a terrible job up there on the mistake on the lake. You're gonna give me 3.5 points for these Oakland Trailblazers coming in from the baseball field win last week. I mean, get a clue, people. This is an easy win for week 3 for NFL.
They got their asses kicked by the Bengals.
What?
They got their asses kicked by the Bengals.
Who did?
The Raiders.
I thought they won last week.
No, yeah, week 1 they got their ass kicked.
Oh, you're going back to week 1.
Oh, that's also a long time ago.
That's ancient history, dude. I was
You're an
off
idiot.
to win last week. Don't throw me off.
You're an idiot, dude.
Not, you know.
Such negativity.
Don't try to tilt the what's the little thing you spin around?
The top.
Yeah. Don't throw
Good
the
one, Dan.
scope off balance, dude. I said they won. That's what I meant. Did they not win on the baseball field last week?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm saying the week before they got their asses kicked.
You know what? So did Tampa. And what they do week 2?
W.
Big W.
All right, there you go. Do what you gotta do, man.
They have one more W than the Eagles do.
There's a big difference between week.
Not more than the Haddonfield Bucks, though,
I
baby.
think we've already established this. So don't you be down on me. You're going to take my underdog Raiders coming off a win with a 3.5, 3 and a hook, brother. This is a win.
That hook doesn't scare you?
Oh, the hook's in my favor, Dan. I'm picking the underdog. Exactly.
I know they can still lose by 3.
The 2 points with the Eagle underdog scared me against the Jets. That's why I'm taking the 3 and a hook with the Raiders, defeating the quarterback mess, which is the Cleveland Browns, and anyone that Coach Brian and started him has a questionable judgment issue.
That didn't even make sense because he was never my coach. He was his father was my coach.
Yeah, he was there.
He was my sophomore year. He was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and did you start?
No, not my sophomore year.
Oh, never mind. I take my pick back.
Yeah.
Don't take it back.
I already locked it in now.
No, I was a third string quarterback. I was the one carrying the clipboard around.
We will now have the Week 3 Big D guaranteed.
Okay, the Week 3 Big D guarantee is Baltimore Ravens at home against Cincinnati Bengals. I am taking the Ravens minus 2.5. The Ravens were 6-2 against the spread last year at home. They got off to the NFL really kind of screwed them with the schedule, making them go out west 2 weeks in a row to start the season. So I can kind of understand why they went 0-2, and that kind of sucks. And they also lost Terrell Suggs for the season, which sucks for them. But I think historically that team played a lot better at home than they played on the road. They play better defense, they play better offense. Joe Flacco plays better at home. I don't know what it is, but they play better at home. And I don't trust the Bengals on the road. That was his name. Andy Dalton always makes mistakes on the road. He'll throw a stupid interception at a bad time to screw his team over. They get a pick 6 in the fourth quarter to end the game. He always does stuff like that. And it's a low line. I think Baltimore will be able to cover this one and have a big home win. They'll open up their home season. I don't trust Andy Dalton. I don't think he makes good decisions. I think he has a lousy arm. They make the playoffs every year and then they lose. What's his name? Marvin Lewis has been the coach for 300 years. He's never won a playoff game. I don't know why he's still there. But I'd go with the Ravens at home. They're going to be pumped up, as Brian would say. They're going to be angry after the last performance against the Raiders, blowing the lead and losing the game. So I think a big day from them. I think the defense is going to come out pumped up, and they're going to play hard. And they will easily cover this 2.5 point spread.
Any comments from Guru? This is ground control to Guru Brian.
I thought you were gonna cut each segment.
I said I had 5 minutes for each segment. We've only done 2 minutes so far.
All right, well, my big B.
He doesn't want to know the big B. He wants to know what you think about the Ravens.
Yeah, I want your comments on the Big D pick.
Oh, I like it.
So you're on board with it?
Yeah, I liked it.
That's his great analysis.
No, I just think it's the emotion thing, which you guys always make fun of me. Their backs are against the wall. They're at home, and they're playing divisional rival. You guys always make fun of the emotion shit.
Yeah, but they don't have a murderer playing on their defense, so how they
That's right. They finally got rid of his ass.
Don't get Dan started, man.
This guy agrees with me. He's a murderer. He killed 2 people in Atlanta, and he got away with it on technicality.
We will now have the Week 3 Big Brian B guarantee NFL.
All right, the Big Week 3 is I'm going to take Pittsburgh. They are -1. They are at St. Louis. Seems like a trap because that's a very low spread. I thought that Pittsburgh would be favored by a lot more. But Pittsburgh is getting Le'Veon Bell back. He's one of the best backs in the league. And St. Louis right now, I know it's only 2 games, but they are currently 18th against the rush. They defend the pass very well. They're like 4th right now against the pass. But even with that, I think the Steelers are going to be able to run the ball. And I think on offense, I don't think the Rams are very good. They'll throw gimmicky plays at you. They try to get Tavon Austin on it, but they're not going to be able to pound the rock. They're going to have to try to throw the ball down the field and do reverses and trick plays and stuff. I just don't think that St. Louis has a real offense. I think they're just a gimmicky offense. And I just like -1. I couldn't believe how low the spread was.
We will now have the Week 3 Pesky Eskin Stone
You go first, Dan?
Mortal Lock. Let's have it.
You want to go first, Dan? Or you want?
Nice show prep.
Yeah, right. We're taking Indianapolis. Was it -3?
Yeah, -3.
-3 at Tennessee. I believe Indianapolis has won 13 or 14 in the series, and like 6 or 7 straight. Tennessee went 1-7 against the spread at home last year. Colts, I think, went 3-5 against the spread on the road. To use another Brianism, the Colts are going to be bad.
What I was going to say.
They played like crap on Monday. That was awful. And so I think Andrew Luck will come out on fire, and he's going to have a big game.
Is it going to be the overgrown beard Andrew Luck or the Andrew Luck with DirecTV?
The only thing, I mean, Dan stole what I was going to say, but I just go back to you're 0-2. Your backs are against the wall. They play really good against the division. I think Andrew Luck has a really, I don't know the number offhand, but he's been in the league for 3 years, and I think he has a really good record against his division rivals. Tennessee, I was watching the game, highlights of the game today. Their offensive line is terrible. I think the Colts are going to be able to get pressure on Mariota. And the Titans' running game is non-existent. They have Bishop Skanky and Dexter McCluster. So it's basically they're going to rely on Mariota.
It's Sankey, not Skanky.
No, I know. I did that on purpose because Brenton always calls him Skanky.
Yes, I like that.
And Tennessee's defense, they're solid. They have Dick LeBeau now as the guy running the show. They might mix some stuff in. They might try to keep it close. But I still think the Colts find a way to win. I think they're going to cover the 3 points. I think they'll win, 20-13 or something, 21-14. I just think they're going to find a way to win, and I think they'll cover the spread.
28-17, Indianapolis.
I don't know. I think the Titans' defense is with the Dick LeBeau.
Yeah, right. They gave up 3 points to Cleveland.
Well, one was a fluky. That last touchdown was a fluke.
Yeah, and he's only a consultant. He's not the actual defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, you're only looking for 3 points here, but they don't have any deaths in the family or anything they can throw in the pile there.
What?
Well, you were talking about emotion,
No, they're back.
If they go 0-3, they're cooked.
Yeah, they did a stat today that if you're 0-3, it's since 1990, since they expanded the playoff form, only 3 teams have made the playoffs in 25 years.
Yeah, and only one of them has actually won a playoff game. The rest of them all lost in the first round.
Yeah, well, 0-2 doesn't look too good on the stat book either. So.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know why you throw these picks out here. You're bailing on the what should be the stone cold moral lock of the week, Pesky Eskin style, and. So what did Andrew Luck do this week? That he's going to come out and be someone different than he's been in week 1 and 2.
I just told you, he plays better. He plays well against his division. It's a must-win situation. And I'm listening to all the experts today. They all agree with me, so suck it.
Yeah, the experts.
Yeah, the ones on ESPN, NFL Live, NFL Network.
This guy spent the whole day only watching football-related programming on television.
Welcome to week 3. Are you for real? Big Danny D, let's have it.
All right, mine is the NFL. I read a story about this 2 weeks ago, and if I still holds true, they are afraid to suspend players. They have lost everything in court recently. Every action against them, they've had every suspension reduced or nullified altogether. And the Ray Rice thing, and the Adrian Peterson thing, and the Tom Brady thing, and I forget the other couple, Greg Hardy, and there was one other one. They've lost. And there was an incident 2 weeks ago where Pac-Man Jones slammed Amari Cooper's head into the ground. He took his helmet off and he slammed his head into the ground. And he probably should have been ejected from the game, but the officials didn't for some reason, even though there were 4 of them standing right there. That shows how competent they are. Anyway, and the NFL did suspend it. They only gave him like a $37,000 fine because they're just so worried to suspend anyone. They think it's just going to get overturned and they look like jerks again. It's unbelievable how afraid they are now of this because the players have done so much in court. When they had the players by the balls for about 25 years. So it's kind of interesting, but they look like jerks. They can't do anything. It's hilarious. The players can do whatever they want.
Ryan B, Big B, let's have you. You're you for real.
All right, my Are You For Real is, I'm sorry to do this to Eagles Nation, but as Troy Aikman said while watching the debacle of last week, that was the worst game he's ever watched, mainly because the Eagles' offense was so inept. Now, here's how inept they were. That the Eagles' offense, the running backs, Ryan Matthews, DeMarco Murray, Darren Sproles, averaged, and this is not even an exaggeration, 3.3 inches per carry, which is the lowest in the history of the Eagles franchise, which is over 100 years old. That's how fucking pathetic the Eagles were on Sunday. So my Are You For Real is, how does a professional football team average 3.3 inches per carry? I could spit further than that, and that is my Are You For Real.
So if you were a two-way player and you played running back, you could have run for more yards?
Then 3.3 inches? It's not even a yard, it's 3.3 inches.
You, in your current condition right now, against the Dallas Cowboys defense.
I'd fall forward and get 3.3 inches.
And the Big O, week 3, Are You For Real, is the big red tomato, Andy Reid. His wide receivers have not scored. What is it, a touchdown?
Yeah, that's like a touchdown pass.
2 years.
Are you for real? Andy,
Oh, I thought you were going to rip him for his stupid game, decision making at the end of that game last Thursday.
how many wide receiver receptions were there during your time with the Eagles over that same time span?
Well, it's not just that. They said 590 receivers have caught touchdown passes in the same time that the Chiefs have not. They had that statistic last before the game making fun of them.
But wait a minute. I thought when you think about a football offense catching a pass, I think the first thing that pops in my mind, I mean, am I a charlatan here, is the wide receiver, right?
Yeah, no, you're
Who the
right.
hell else is supposed to catch the freaking ball?
Well, according to Brian, no one can because tight ends can't catch touchdowns.
That's right.
But generally, it's going to be running backs and your receivers probably going to be 1 and 2, and then your tight ends are probably.
What's that playbook look like?
Well, we don't know about that. Like when they can't run the ball, Andy Reid used to rip out the running plays from his playbook and just throw them away the whole game. Remember that?
Yeah.
He would abandon the run almost immediately all the time. The first run didn't work. That was he was abandoning the run.
I think he'd be better off not putting the laminated card over his mouth during the games and broadcasting his play calls.
Well, it's hiding the hot dog that he's eating. He doesn't have what do you call it, Morning Wag, Brian's boy Chad Hall, or Reno Mahi there to take care of him. So he needs a hot dog instead to replace him.
Deer and headlights morning wig?
Yeah.
Help him out.
We're gonna kick off. We don't want the ball.
I think we'll kick. NFL Week 3 picks. The Big O is picking Oakland at an underdog going into the doghouse. So scary. Big D is picking Baltimore at home in the best kept secret in the Midwest, Cincinnati. This is how it goes south. And the Big B is picking Pittsburgh as an underdog. +1 at St. Louis. And your pesky Eskin, Stone Cold Mortal is the Indy Lux at Tennessee. Any final comments on the Big?
Yeah, your pick sucks. That's what my comment is.
What sucks?
Your pick sucks. That's my comment.
All right. I know I should have picked the Jets. J-E-T.
Yeah.
Jets.
Jets. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go 3-1 next week, and the one loss is gonna be Scott's stupid fucking pick.
You know that? You don't realize that because of your ineptness that I had to become an NFL picker, which I am now at 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, my ineptness, which you used to bet on the Super Bowl last year to make a couple $100.
And how much of that, Brian, did you see?
Yes, because Carol believed that instead of making the right call, it's like the old saying, where they say, how's it go? If you want to be saved, right? You're drowning and you want to be saved, and somebody throws you a life preserver, and you say, "No, God will save me," and then you die and go to heaven, and then God says, what the hell are you doing? I threw you a life preserver. Why didn't you take it? That was kind of like the call of wanting Sherman Williams, the quarterback for the Seahawks, throw the pass to win the game. You should have done the right thing. You know, if God was throwing you a life preserver, why didn't you take it?
Why did you get Sherman Williams from?
The quarterback for the Seahawks, Sherman Williams.
I like that. Sherman Williams. I like how Rogers called him out. That was funny.
He changed his name from last week. I think it was Russell Williams, and now he's changed it to Sherman Williams.
Yes, any color you're looking for.
That's right. He's got all the fall pastels for you, folks. Sherman Williams. So, you are picking Raiders, Ravens, Steelers, and Colts. And remember, the Ravens hate the Colts because they were stolen away in the middle of the freaking night.
That's right.
Picking to Cleveland, for God's sake.
They're taking the Indy.
Never mind. That was the no. The Ravens were taken from.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Cut. Take two. So, as always,
Score with Big Big Four. Pretty cool. I called a bubble screen. Twins right. Bubble X bubble.